Welcome to another edition of the J1 League GOALZONE Show. Filled to the brim with all the goals from round 3. Still no fans allowed into the stadiums as these matches continue to be played to empty stands. No rest for the wicked though, as the teams took to the pitch for a midweek round of fixtures that saw Cerezo move to the top of the table with a win over Shimizu. A 5-goal thriller at the Mitsuzawa Stadium for the Marinos, and Frontale running out 4-0 winners at the Tamagawa Classico. Kicking things off at the Urtex Stadium, Vegalta Sendai hosted the Urawa Red Diamonds with the teams level on points after round 2. 9 minutes in and Sendai's Hiroto Yamada's chance denied by some excellent defending. Shuhei Akasaki then had a shot saved in the 18th minute, and on the stroke of half-time, a cross from the left from Ryosuke Yamanaka, and that was Leonardo drilling that shot home with his left foot. Into the second half now, and the equaliser came just 4 minutes after the restart. Yamada, who had that chance earlier on, getting on the score sheet. So with the scores tied, a good save here from Yuma Obata. And it was Shinzo Kuroki who would get the winning goal just 7 minutes from time after some good build-up play involving Leonardo. That was Kuroki's 100th goal for Urawa, who remain unbeaten this season. Next up, a visit to Osaka for a match between Cerezo, who have had a perfect start to the season, and Shimizu S Pulse, who have yet to register their first points. The first chance came after 8 minutes, Hiroaki Okuno having to deal with a cross at a very awkward height, this one coming off his knee and over the bar. 6 minutes later, a scary moment for the goalkeeper Togo Umeda, who gave the ball away. Eventually it fell to Ken Tokura, but he could only send that one upwards as well. This was the last chance of the first half, a deflected cross in, met by Junior Dutra, but again not on target. In time added on for stoppages in the first half, Yusuke Maruhashi having his left foot shot saved there by the goalkeeper. Into the second half now, still no goals. An effort from Kakitani just inside the penalty area, punched away by the goalkeeper. Moments later, Ryo Takeuchi came to the goalkeeper's rescue, standing right in front of him and clearing that shot from Riko Matsuda off the line. The opening goal of the game came in the 71st minute. Hiroaki Okuno breaching the offside trap and putting Cerezo in front. 5 minutes from time and they breached the offside trap once more. Good save there from Umeda, but Eiichi Katayama makes it 2-0 to the home team. A battle of the two newly promoted teams was on the cards at the Sankyo Frontier Kashiwa Stadium. The home side hadn't beaten Yokohama FC in their last 2 meetings and were on the hunt for an early lead. Taking advantage of a dangerous back pass header from Kyowan Hoshi, Hiroto Goya's shot was saved by the goalkeeper. 4 minutes later and Goya had another chance, this time seeing his header come back off the crossbar, only for Olunga to head over. But just 2 minutes later, Koki Saito ran onto a through ball and put Yokohama in front against the run of play. Hard to keep Goya out of the action though. Just a minute before half-time, he got on the end of Yuta Kamiya's cross and were all tied up at the half. The action kept coming thick and fast. Here we are early in the second half, and after 2 fine pieces of defensive play, Maguinho's shot was deflected in by Matsura. Yokohama now in front. 13 minutes from time and Kashiwa, looking for the equaliser, see a series of comedic errors in the penalty box. Olunga's touch hitting the post there and the ball was cleared. 5 minutes from time and Kensuke Sato's free kick misses everyone except Yuta Someya at the far post. That's an own goal, and so Yokohama's comprehensive 3-1 victory sees their first top division win for 13 years. To the Kashima Soccer Stadium now, and the Antlers were desperate for a win to lift them off the bottom of the table. They hosted Hokkaido Consadole Sapporo, who haven't kept a clean sheet in all of their 3 games. Match commentary brought to you by Shazad Haq.
Onside and a really bright start here. Jay Bothroyd going with his left foot, drawing a save already from Sugeno. What a superb start that was. but also very worrying. And look at how he got behind that defense far too easily. Cutting inside, lovely little touch there. Good height in the end for the goalkeeper. Sugeno did well to palm it away, not particularly far away from the action. Back to Sugeno, who's had pulled off the only save of the game so far. Oh, he's got to get there! He's got through! Hesitation! Well, they just didn't know how to cope with that. And Musashi Suzuki stuck with it. And that is an embarrassment. He hasn't had anything to do so far. It was just a ball, a rather speculative ball perhaps. You saw the run, and actually, it wasn't that far away. It actually sat up beautifully for him. The keeper, no man's land, couldn't decide what he wanted to do. Got a little hand onto it, but Suzuki sprung that brilliantly. They're looking good in full flow, Shirai. Oh, it's a delightful ball in, not far away from Suzuki to get his and Sapporo's second, but it's a lovely flowing move. Some really good football being played here. Oh, wonderful pace now. Komai wanting the ball. Will it be an individual goal? Oh, that is such an important save for Kon Sun-tae. Otherwise, that surely would have been game, set, and match. Wonderful run on that right-hand side. Komai was in a good position, but now here come Kashima Antlers. Oh, that's great football around, end-to-end stuff. Really nicely done. To confirm, if it remains this way, and there's a chance that it might not. If he could have kept it down, Alano. Again, just looked like it was lacking in conviction. That might be the chance. Not easy, to be fair to him. And this could wrap things up. Oh, what a brilliant bit of work there from Lucas Fernandez. Superb footwork from him. And that will be the nail in the coffin for Kashima Antlers, and quite possibly their coach, Zago. One goal at the start and one goal at the end. The whistle has come and just put the end to the misery. There's the first goal scorer, Musashi Suzuki, early on, peeling away from his man, over the ball over the top. Couple of saves from Sugeno to keep his team in it. Final score at the Kashima Stadium. It's Kashima Antlers 0, Consadole Sapporo 2.
Let's go to the home of the champions now. Yokohama F. Marinos hadn't had the brightest start to their campaign, and they were up against a winless Shonan Belmare. What started out as an insipid first half turned into a 5-goal thriller at the Mitsuzawa Stadium. Your match commentator, Patrick Kinghorn.
Sevilla, there's a good ball into the middle and a great save. Rebound comes out, surely 1-0 Yokohama. He couldn't release the shot, Eric. And the first real chance of the game goes begging. And this was the brilliant cross from Nakagawa. And the header straight at the keeper. Holding a high line here are the Marinos, right on the edge of the area. Timing of the run is going to be all important here from Shonan Belmare. Suzuki sends it very deep. To his credit, he finds a green shirt, comes out to the edge of the area, and that's the first shot on goal. They got space now on the left-hand side. Cross it comes, and the goal is scored! And Shonan Belmare lead at the champions. And it has been coming in the last 60 seconds, you have to say. It's Hiroto Nakagawa, who has given Shonan Belmare, who escaped relegation last season by the skin of their teeth, an early second-half lead against the Marinos. Someone celebrating the birth of a baby. Are we celebrating the biggest shock of the season so far? Gianamano Drifts out to find space well. Tries something ambitious and it equalised! The keeper's had a nightmare. Juanamano's been on the pitch less than 5 minutes. And we're all square at the NHK. Well, it might be an overreaction to say it was an inspirational change, but they needed shaking up. They've been shaken up. And I don't know whether that's slightly mocking the Shonan Bellmare celebration or it's just a baby boomer situation. Oh, he's got through here. Juanamano for another. And it's cleared off the keeper. 2 in a quarter of an hour, and Juanamano has put the Marinos in front. Maybe point the finger at Daiki Tomi. Easy for him, and the keeper, I'm afraid, Daiki Tomi, has to do better when it's straight at him like that. But Juanamano, lovely touch. Left 1, 2, 3 Shonan Bellmare players on their backsides. They've leveled it up. My, oh my. There's me absorbing myself from the scores from around the grounds, and out of nothing. It's taken me by surprise. Shonan Bellmare have levelled up. Well, just when the Marinos look to be cruising, having come from behind, Shonan Bellmare. It's out of nothing again. It's this right-hand side that's undone them. It was the right-hand side that created the first goal, and it's the right-hand side that's created the second. Be harsh on Shonan Bellmare. They're almost worthy of a point. Oh, there's the winner. His first touch of the game. And Adu Onowu has given the Marinos the lead once more in a second half that's produced 5 goals. Cross was sensational. He timed his run to perfection, and the header, you have to say, is first class. And that will be that. Referee Sato blows for full time. A quite astonishing second 45 minutes after a goalless and quite desperate first 45. It's finished here. The Yokohama F Marinos 3, Shonan Bellmare 2.
We're coming back with more games, more highlights, and 4 goals from the Tamagawa Classico at the Ajinomoto Stadium. You're watching the J1 League GOALZONE Show. As promised, plenty more goals on offer as we head to Hiroshima to check in on the league leaders. Sanfrecce have enjoyed a perfect start to the season, and they were looking to maintain winning ways when they hosted Oita Trinita. Expectations were high for Leandro Pereira, who'd scored 2 goals in his previous match, and he soon delivered. Toshiro Aoyama supplying him on 10 minutes, the Brazilian taking a good first touch and slamming that one home. 8 minutes later and Pereira was involved again, this chance falling to him outside the box, but he couldn't quite get enough power in that left-footed shot. So 1-0 at half-time, into the second half now, and this corner falling to Kento Inoue, his left-foot shot saved well by Sanfrecce's Keisuke Osaka. 3 minutes later and Pereira was involved in the action again, once again from the outside of the box, but this time on his right foot he could only curl it over the upright. With 20 minutes left, Sanfrecce looking to double their lead, the cross coming in from Sho Sasaki, and in plenty of space on the far side, Reina smashes that one onto the underside of the crossbar. The equaliser came with 5 minutes left, that long ball from Yuto Misao, and Yuya Takazawa showing some bravery with the goalkeeper advancing, heading that one into an empty net. Both sides desperate to get the win, and with just 3 minutes left, a cross found Takazawa unmarked at the far post, and his shot saved well by Osaka. Osaka would be the hero again. We're in the 90th minute now, and Kazuchi Mitsuhira's shot parried away. But there would be a winner, and it came in the 94th minute. Mitsuhira benefiting from the dummy, putting that one past the goalkeeper. A big win for Oita Trinita as they take all 3 points in Hiroshima. Let's head to the Ekimai Stadium now, and Sagan Tosu were the only team without a goal to their name in the league thus far. They hosted Vissel Kobe, who failed to hit the ground running and were looking to bounce back after a heavy loss in round 2. Match commentary brought to you by Mark Richmond.
Iniesta, before the ball came to him, he had already looked up and knew exactly where Furuhashi was. Sakai continues the run. Iniesta took a little deflection. That was a chance. And the Spaniard knew all about it. Not the cleanest of connection to the end from the number 8. But Infiniesta almost breaking the deadlock and giving Vissel Kobe the lead for the very first time. A strike all the way through into goal, thundered into the back of the net, and it's got Toku Sakai of all people. His first goal since 2017 when he scored for Hamburg. First in 107 matches. Is it going to count? They're looking at the referee. The referee's asked the assistant referee, and I think that, no, they're not going to give the goal. Oh, is Sakai ever going to score a goal? He thought that he did. He wheeled away in celebrations, but they've chalked it off. What is it for? Was that a foul by Douglas? Or was it offside? This is a great start of the second half by Sagan Toss, and the breakaway is on for Hayashi all by himself. The Hayashi! Well, he has done already in the first 5 minutes what Renzo Lopez failed to do in the first half, which is run in behind the defense with that extra burst of energy and pace. The enthusiasm and then the willingness to take a shot on from that far out to beat the goalkeeper. Iniesta just flicks the ball inside. Oh, superb strike! How about that from Douglas? He looked across, the assistant referee's flag did not go up this time, and Vissel Kobe have finally broken the drug. 75 minutes on the clock, and it's that man who enjoys scoring against Sagan Toss over the years for the likes of Sanfrecce and Shimizu, this time for his new club. A brilliant finish. Toyota's in the box, a good cross is needed, it is there. Well, a couple of players got in the way, and in the end it came off Hayashi. Toyota was attacking it. Hayashi came into the box belatedly and sandwiched in between both those Sagan players. Those goal-scoring drought continues into 7 matches. If only they had a player like Douglas in the team. Sakai had a goal chalked up for offside in the first half. Sagan Toss looked very sprightly at the start of the second half by troubling the goalkeeper twice, but still come away without a goal and without any points. Vissel Kobe the winners in this one by 1-0.
At the Ajinomoto Stadium, FC Tokyo were looking to make it 3 wins out of 3 as they took on Kawasaki Frontale. The visitors, having lost just once in their last 9 league games, proved to be a tough customer in the 35th Tamagawa Classico. Andy Bodfish with the match commentary.
Oh, that's it off the upright. A terrific effort from Oshima. And Kawasaki Frontale get the opening goal that their pressure has merited. Super build-up play. And then Oshima with an unerring strike from the edge of the area. Noborizato made it look very simple with the throw in there to Damiao. Oshima to Wakizaka coming short for him. Try and work the little 1-2. Almost like a training ground routine at the moment. Defenders against attackers. Now there might be a surge, and there will indeed be a second goal. And what a second goal from Damiao. Oh, wow. The box of tricks was open there. Just play this back and see how they kept possession, Kawasaki Frontale. They were toying with FC Tokyo. Rakizaka to Ianaga, 2 at the far post, one of them's Damiao, he's able to lay it off, and Hasegawa scores number 3. This is turning into a rather straightforward, comfortable stroll in the surroundings here. They are just picking apart their opponents here, the Frontale. It was a pass slung over the top. Ianaga and Wakizaka combining. And then when Damiao just cushions down the cross, Hasegawa is able to pick his spot. With that finish of 4th. And Damiao looks for number 4, and it is number 4. Hasegawa, just before half-time, might well have ended this as a contest. FC Tokyo looks shell-shocked. This team that started so impressively this season, 2 wins out of 2, looking strong, unbeaten, just 1 goal conceded. They are being absolutely dismantled at home. Adailton feeds it through, Diego Oliveira, the angle might be against him, it hit the upright, came back, and I think it Jeziel. Now then, we've had less than 3 minutes of the second half, and that's been 3 times they've created opportunities, FC Tokyo. Perhaps this isn't over yet. Iyanaga. Oh, nudged through by Oshima, and it could and should have been 5. Very well played again, and it could and should have been a hat-trick. Decent effort, and it clips the top of the bar. Leandro just giving FC Tokyo hope. Tanaka. Hatate, overlapper, might fall for Ryo Hatate. Terrific effort off the line. Fabulous defending. Wasn't just sure he'd make that, Watanabe, but he guessed right, and that's prevented a 5th goal. And the clock is run down here. And a fabulous 4-goal first half haul here has lifted Kawasaki Frontale to a hugely impressive victory on the road at the Ajinomoto here at FC Tokyo tonight.
To the last game of round 3 then, and we head to the Toyota Stadium. Nagoya Grampus eager to build on the momentum of their first win as they were up against Gamba Osaka. A 6th-minute free kick from Takashi Usami saw this one deflected onto the crossbar by a defender, only for it eventually to fall to Genta Miura, who thumped home the opener. The equaliser came 10 minutes later. It also started with a dead ball and continued with further confusion in the penalty area. Eventually, Mateus would get the ball home. Nagoya Grampus eventually took the lead in the 31st minute. A series of fine touches saw the ball fall to Gabriel Exavia, who put them 2-1 up. Gamba looking for the equaliser in the 48th minute, and after this break down the left, Adam Milson with the overhead effort that's just wide of the far post. 2 minutes later, and Nagoya looking to further their lead. Mateus involved in the action once more, just looking to curl that one beyond the goalkeeper, but also beyond the far post. In the 68th minute now, and some really positive work from Kazuma Watanabe, driving forward and unleashing a left foot shot, saved by the goalkeeper. Watanabe involved again just 5 minutes later with his back to goal, spinning onto his left foot, but he couldn't hit the target. But Watanabe's perseverance would pay off in the 92nd minute, taking Patrick's header down on his chest and stabbing home the equaliser with his right foot. No shortage of goals then in round 3 as the Reds edged past Sendai 2-1 and Cerezo with 2 late goals secure another 3 points. Big away wins for Yokohama FC and Oita, the latter handing Sanfrecce their first loss. Kobe and Marinos grinding out much needed wins for their campaign, and Kawasaki Frontale with a comprehensive 4-0 win over city rivals FC Tokyo. A perfect start for Cerezo Osaka means they're now the new leaders with their 3 wins. Both Kawasaki and Urawa moved up the table and are level on 7 points. Shonan, Shimizu and Kashima are still without their first points of the season at the bottom of the table. That's the end of another edition of the J1 League GOALZONE Show. We hope you enjoyed the action and the goals from Japan. My name's Steve Dawson, and we'll see you next time.